Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Seek and find answers. Welcome to this episode. This is the series which we have started to answer those questions from Bible. If you come across any questions while reading the Bible or while attending some fellowship or listening to some sermon, and you may not get the opportunity to ask those questions, so here we are. We will answer those questions. So we have Brijesh ji with us. Let's start the question, Brijesh ji.
Sure.
Brijesh ji, one of our viewers has asked, I believe in God. I have experienced the love of God. But when I share the love of God and the existence of God, I am being asked, prove that God exists. How can we prove that God exists?
Okay. How to prove that God exists?
Yes.
So primarily, see, God does not need any substantiation or any help from us that we prove His existence, because He proves Himself, right? And in the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 19 onwards, we read, "For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them." So Bible is very clear that God, from the very beginning, when He created this universe, when He created this earth, when He created the animals, when He created us, the human beings, He has already shown His glory in this whole universe. See, I cannot even hold this small book. I mean, although this is a heavy Bible, but then I cannot hold it here in the air. If I leave, gravitational pull will pull it down, right? It will fall. But those large, humongous stars, who is holding them in the air? Our sun, it's a star. Who is holding it, right? The ocean, who is limiting its shores, that the water will not come across in the city. Sometimes the tsunami comes, right? And once in a while when that comes, it destroys the cities. It floods it, right? So God is the one who has created all these things. And God has put this in the hearts of men. He has revealed Himself in his works, right? So you see how the child is born. The child is born in the womb of a mother, or even any female creature. How does it happen? It's so mesmerizing that from nothing there comes a child which has all the limbs and eyes and ears and everything. And how God has put the complete story of His parents into that child, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me give you an example. Some people say we can't believe that God created. Some people say that it's all the story of evolution and all. Although there are so many researchers, science keeps proving itself wrong. Some theories come and then somebody brings another theory and they say, no, the other theory was not correct and this is the correct theory. The science keep proving itself wrong. And also, most of the people, they don't do the experiment by themselves. What people say is that scientists do not believe in God, right? But scientists may experiment, but usually people around us, they don't experiment, but they believe in the scientists, they believe in the science books, and they have a faith system. Apart from God, there is a faith system which is in the science. So let me give you an example. Suppose if I say that I kept a bundle of white papers near my bed and I slept. And morning when I got up, there was a binded book, a beautiful book. It had pictures. It has written explanations. It's a beautiful book. It's an intelligent book. Can you believe this can happen automatically? This cannot happen automatically. But we are ready to believe that earth created by itself. I'm a geologist by my education, right? You are also a geologist from your education. We did masters in geology. We read about this Big Bang theory. Two non-systematic things, they collided together. And then how come a super systematic earth comes in picture, which has evaporation, condensation, and our nervous system. If you look at the human body itself, you will be surprised how many systems are working in our own body. Even these eyes, this is a complete system in itself. Who is the one who created such a complex system, complex processes, and put in one human body? And science is still reading about it, discovering about it, and they have still not been able to discover what is there in the brain, how the brain works. So you see, God has already revealed himself in his works. I remember one acquaintance of mine very long ago, he was debating with me about the existence of God, and he said the same thing: prove to me that God exists, then only I'll believe. So he had some live wires in his home. I said, just grab them. And he said, no. He said, there is current in the wires. I said, have you seen the current in the wires? He said, no, I've not seen it, but I know because, fan is running, lights are on. I know there is electricity, there is current, there is power. So likewise, I said, see, you don't need to see things. You can believe in it because you see its effects. You have not seen Mahatma Gandhi. I have not seen Dr. Ambedkar. We have not seen Maharana Pratap. We have not seen Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, he happened even before Jesus Christ. We are ready to believe about him because it's written in the book of history. But we are not ready to believe in God. This doesn't work. So we need to have faith in God because God has proved himself in his works. The whole creation itself is enough to prove about the existence of God. Right? So what we need to do is, when somebody asks such question, we have to actually show the presence of God, the character of God, the nature of God, the works of God through our lives, through our character, through our words, through our nature. And maybe someday by our prayers, he also will believe in God.
Thank you so much, Brijesh. Dear viewers, we cannot see God, but we definitely can see the works of God, and we can always thank him for each and every breath that he gives us daily, at every moment, and we can be thankful to him. We request our viewers to like and subscribe this channel, and you can always ask the questions in our comment section below, and also you can write to us at atmiksandesh@gmail.com. We would be glad to answer them.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.